my goodness, you have no idea how much I enjoyed this film and watching it. I cannot wait to describe it to you. If you can tell by the expressions on my face, I just loved it so much. But first, I need to collect a paycheck, so I need to dub this video. The review will be coming soon. Thank you.
Here we go! This night, you're gonna find that nightmares do come true. We will find you. Trick or treat. This night, you're gonna find that people.
What's up, guys? Welcome to 31 Days of Horror Year 3. This is Day 6. I am Morgan Film Fan. Let's jump into some scares. Graveyard Alive, A Zombie Nurse in Love is a film from 2003 directed by Elza Kephart and starring Ann Day-Jones as your main zombie protagonist. Made in 2003, but not released on video until about 2005 or 2006. My copy says 2006. But I read on IMDb that it was released on video in 2005 and had its premiere in 2003. So it took a bit to get this one going in the indie market, but it was definitely a labor of love from what I've seen in the movie. I really loved it, and I highly recommend this one. This is a Maple release on DVD. It does not have a Blu-ray right now. Yeah, getting right into the synopsis of things. Your main protagonist is a nurse who is extremely nerdy. She's bullied at work all the time. She's constantly, being picked on by this really ditzy-ass, kind of, mean girl nurse kind of thing, whose name actually is Goody Two-Shoes. Two-Shoes spelled T-U-E-S-C-H-U-Z-E, just to make things a little bit satirical. And then you've also got this guy named Kephart, who is basically the crazy maintenance worker of the hospital where all these nurses are working. And the main character's name is Patsy Powers. And she's she lives her everyday life. She does her job. She's just bullied a lot. She has these big glasses. This movie has kind of a big 50s element to it, like in the 1950s. It feels like kind of a 50s grindhouse film / 50s midnight movie film. That's kind of the theme that it's going for. It really feels like it was filmed in 2003 modern day, but the theme that they were going for is kind of like a grindhouse midnight movie 1950s theme, which I really liked. All shot in black and white. The whole film is dubbed on purpose. The dubs are really badly done on purpose, but it really fits. They did a really good comedic job with it and making it as cheesy as possible, but still entertaining and for a reason. So it doesn't feel like it's forced, or it doesn't feel like it's boring or just silly. It actually fits the film's premise, so I really like that. It's a really well done film. So yeah, basically Patsy Powers, she goes home, she watches a lot of TV, she kind of makes fantasies in her head about how she wishes her life would be, and her coworkers, and one male nurse named Dr. Dox, who he's kind of like the heartthrob at the hospital, and obviously hooking up with Goody Two-Shoes all the time. So this patient comes in on this random day with an axe stuck in his head, and she's curing him, and the crazy old man, the maintenance guy, the crazy maintenance guy, realizes that this guy's a zombie. But he keeps quiet about it, and everybody thinks he's crazy anyway, so nobody believes him. This patient, this zombie patient, ends up biting Patsy's hand, and he's just like, "Oh, I got excited," so he bites her hand, and she starts turning, and with this virus, basically Patsy develops an unruly sexual appetite from this zombie bite as she starts turning and her skin starts to like peel and stuff like that. She starts to become like way more confident and way more sexual, and it's great. Like, she just has a whole character change, and throughout this character change, Goody Two Shoes starts getting ridiculously jealous of this, and how the entire male staff is starting to pay attention to Patsy now, and she just goes like full-blown jealous mode with like framing her and finding her, strange while she's, becoming zombified, and she's always in the morgue, eating the dead bodies and trying to hide evidence and all that. And Dr. Dox, who was hooking up with Goody Two Shoes throughout the whole movie, starts going after Patsy, and then it just leads up to ridiculous banter, and there's a fight scene at the end between Patsy and Goody Two Shoes that's just ridiculous, so great, and yeah, the film is a lot of fun. Actually, IMDb describes it. Their description of the movie is: a shy nurse is bitten by a zombie and becomes a flesh-eating sex kitten, which is basically it. I mean, like, a zombie nurse in love. They literally should have called this movie A Zombie Nurse in Heat, because that's how she is through like the entire second and third act of the film. It's fantastic. But overall, I really like this. This is probably the highest score I've given a film so far, and I would go right up to 83 out of 100. Why out of 100? Because I hate decimals. So, what else do we got? Just the banter is ridiculous with all the characters on purpose again, and I like this. I like these movies too because they're exactly what I expected going in. Like, I had an idea of what it was going to be, and it delivered exactly that. So those are always the best for me. So no surprises on this one. This is exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it delivered really well. So I highly recommend Graveyard Alive, A Zombie Nurse in Love. And it's a Canadian film shot in Montreal and independent cinema. Definitely a lot of fun, and definitely one to look out for. So yeah, subscribe to Morgan Film Fans if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me. Yeah, 83 out of 100 on this one. And until next time, cheers.